Hey guys, it's your girl Tamika from LJ's Kitchen, and today you're going to learn how to make my easy lasagna. It is so delicious and so easy, and these are all of your ingredients. Don't worry, I'll put them down below, list them down below so you will have them for your shopping needs. Let's get started. We're going to heat up a stock pot with some olive oil, a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Then we add in our peppers and onions and garlic, and we cook those for about 3 minutes until they get nice and tender. And when they get nice and tender, I usually try to make a little well in the center so that I can add in my tomato paste. And when you add in the tomato paste, you can use double concentrated tomato paste like I'm using, but if you have regular tomato paste, that works just as well. It doesn't matter. And I usually let the tomato paste cook in that well for about 5 minutes. And after about 5 minutes, I stir it right in to my peppers and onion and garlic mixture. Now we're just going to add in a can of San Marzano chopped tomatoes, and we add those in, and then we go to our while that's being cooking down, we go right to those Italian sausage. And Italian sausage are so good. You can use regular pork Italian sausage, or you can use regular turkey Italian sausage as well. So now we're just going to go back after about 5 or 10 minutes and mash those tomatoes with the peppers, just to give some more texture to it, but to break those tomatoes down a little bit. And now we're just going to add in some garlic powder, onion powder, some sea salt, some pepper if you want. But I like to add in some hot chili flakes. And the chili flakes gives a nice heat to your pepper mixture as well. So our sauce is coming along. Now we're just going to add in our favorite tomato sauce. Mine is Victorious. So now we're marrying the pepper sauce along with the tomato sauce. So we're just making a nice marinara sauce to go before we mix our meat mixture in. So this is our meat mixture. We browned off our turkey sausages, and now we are going to use take those out and use that same pan to add in our ground beef. I'm using about 2 pounds of ground beef. And as it cooks down, I'm now going to add in the same ingredients, like those seasonings, the garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of sea salt or kosher salt, and some fresh cracked pepper if you want. And I like to use a potato masher. The potato masher helps it to stay nice and crumbly, so and nice and separated. So I drain the beef, and then I add the sausage and beef to the tomato, to our sauce. So now it's all mixed up, and you have a nice, rich gravy, tomato gravy with the peppers and onions, and oh, it's so good. Look at that. So now we are going to take this mixture, our meat mixture and sauce, and we are going to line our pan. I use a couple of ladles of tomato sauce on the bottom before I start my layering process. Now, I know what you're saying. Those noodles are not cooked. You can use regular lasagna noodles and you never have to cook them. I never cook them, and they come out nice and tender every time. So this is our layering process. I forgot to mention that I mix my cheeses all together with 2 eggs. So those ingredients in a separate bowl, my mozzarella, my ricotta, and my cottage cheese. The cottage cheese makes it nice and smooth, and Parmesan cheese as well. So we start to layer. These are all of our layers. So first the meat, first the tomato mixture, then the noodles, and then another ladle of the tomato mixture on top of the noodles, and then our cheeses. And you can also, in between each layers, you can add more mozzarella cheese if you want. It's all up to you. It's already in the ricotta mixture, so you don't really have to. It's all going to come out nice and creamy, and it's going to marry, and it's going to be so delicious. My family loves this lasagna, and your family will too. You have to try it this way. After all the layers are done, it takes me in a deep pan like this about 10 to 12 layers actually. We just repeat the same process and end with some Parmesan cheese and then mozzarella on top. And then I spray my foil before I cover it with some Pam, some non-stick cooking spray. And after I do that, I sprayed the foil so that the cheese doesn't stick to the pan. The cheese doesn't stick to the foil. So I cover it and I put it in a 350-degree oven for an hour, and this is how it comes out. You can also take the um, foil off, and when you take the foil off, you can brown it a bit if you like yours a little more brown, like I do, and brown it in a broiler for just a couple minutes, but be sure to watch it. And then sprinkle it with some fresh parsley. And look, this was for a friend of mine. He was having a get together, and he wanted me to make jerk chicken and deviled eggs for him, so I did that also, and with the lasagna, and everything came out fantastic. So I just wanted to share this with you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.